MTC. Q-Jump Chapter 14. Number point 1. Thank you for ordering our new product, the DMGR 5000. DMGR 5000. We are very excited about its development and know you are eager to receive your order. Because we want to make sure that the DMGR 5000 is fully tested to assure the highest possible quality, we have delayed the final production date for 3 weeks. DMGR 50003. Our commitment to quality sometimes demands that we bite the bullet and make tough decisions. In the end, though, we know that it's our reputation for providing our customers with the best in diagnostic technology that keeps them coming back to us year after year. We will inform you immediately of any further changes to this scheduled release date. Concern/223/me/ext/if/at/2055-0221/call/use/or/directly/have/please/questions. MTC. Good job. Let's start. MTC. Q-Jump Chapter 14. Number point 2. Think about all of the steps in washing dishes and the order of the steps. Help your child understand the order. First, you have to scrape the food off the plates, then you have to wash them with soap and water. Next, the dishes have to be rinsed. After that, dishes are dried. The last thing to do is to put away the dishes. These kinds of activities where children have to think about what comes first and then second and so on help children's thinking skills grow. Figuring out the order of the actions helps their minds grow. All of these things help your child get smarter. Both you and your toddler may get a little wet and need a sponge mop to clean a puddle on the floor, but think of how much your baby is learning. Think of how proud he feels that he is helping you do something important in your family. MTC. Good job. Let's start. MTC. Q-Jump Chapter 14. Number point 3. Good writers are not passive, they don't simply record immediate responses. They look closely, ask questions, analyze, make connections, and think. Learning to see with a writer's eye benefits not just those who write for a living but all professionals. In any career you choose, success depends on keen observation and in-depth analysis. A skilled physician detects minor symptoms in a physical or follows up on a patient's complaint to ask questions that lead to a diagnosis others might miss. A successful stockbroker observes overlooked trends and conducts research to detect new investment opportunities. A passerby might assume a busy store must be successful, but a retail analyst would observe what merchandise people are purchasing and how they are paying for it. If all the shoppers are buying discount items and paying with credit cards, the store could be losing money on the sales. MTC. Good job. Let's start. MTC. Q-Jump Chapter 14. Number point 4. One particular kind of consistency that's important in science is the definition and use of terminology, and it's not something that seems to come easily. Ordinary speech doesn't generally work that way. For example, the ball spent a lot of time in the air, we've been angry, and it's time to clear the air, SSHH. We're on the air. Etc. Air, dot. Air, dot. Air. In each case it seems clear what the speaker probably meant, and none of those meanings was of air as a form of matter. Everyday language is flexible. In almost all situations, that's a very good thing. The context provides lots of information, and communication is much more efficient when it makes use of that information. So if you're sitting at a baseball game, and you hear someone say the ball spent a lot of time in the air, it would be very strange for you to need clarification of which ball or the precise meaning of air. Air, air. If you're in a lab looking at a tarnished bead of copper, you wouldn't need clarification either, but the meanings would be different. MTC. Good job. Let's start. MTC. Q-Jump Chapter 14. Number point 5. Our modern equivalent to the use of music in coordinating agricultural labor is the provision of music in factories. Opinion is divided as to its effects. Judging from its use in agriculture, one might expect that music would improve the performance of the routine operations which are common in factory work. Repetitive movements are less tedious when synchronized with musical rhythms. The provision of music is certainly popular amongst factory workers. However, the heightening of morale is not necessarily accompanied by increase in output. Whilst music probably enhances the performance of routine tasks, especially those in which repetitive physical actions prevail, it tends to interfere with the performance of non-repetitive actions which need thinking about. For example, there is evidence suggesting that music increases the number of errors in typing. MTC. Good job. Let's start. MTC. Q-Jump Chapter 14. Number point 6. Convenience does not always refer to the store that is closest to home. In fact, the most convenient grocery store might not be the one closest to your house but the one on your route home from work. The most convenient dry cleaner could be the one beside your kid's school, and the most convenient restaurant might be the one next door to the movie theater. One-stop shopping can also be a convenient way to buy, even if you have to drive farther to get to the store. For example, for many people Walmart is not the closest discount clothing store, grocery store, hairdresser, or electronics retailer. But a single trip to Walmart allows a busy family to visit all of those stores at once, which is convenient. MTC. Good job. Let's start. MTC. Q-Jump Chapter 14. Number point 7. Some of the most stable and healthy ecosystems can be found in the local forest. The main reason they are so healthy is because they include a diverse selection of native plants that work together and provide benefits to one another along with wildlife. In a sustainable garden, even though it's not necessarily all native, our goal is to diversify the ecosystem by incorporating a wide variety of plant types and species, because by nature, diversity leads to a healthier ecosystem. A lawn is totally contradictory to this theory and practice. If a disease or an insect is specifically targeting a lawn, often the entire lawn is in jeopardy, because its plantings are not diverse enough to handle the pressure from the pests. In a more diverse planting, such as a mixed border or evergreen screen composed of 5 or 6 unrelated species, if a pest problem arises, it is unlikely to wipe out the entire planting. MTC. Good job.